Hello everyone, welcome back for your daily dose of serotonin. This is part 20 of Lost in Orbit titled On Your Marks. And the script, oh the script! Terrifying Tay. Gen bellows, arm draping over his face in frustration. It's like the memories sitting in the observatory with them, haunting him. Like, how can you make 80% of an entertainment script about sponsors? Nova is a business, one that's excellent in monetization. It was only a matter of time till the entertainment crew got caught in the crossfire. Naturally, the remaining pieces click together. Considering the staff are affected too, via sheer proximity and the process of elimination, Nova is successfully pissing off 80% of the market. Chair hinges squeak as Gen sits upright, mid-rant, appalled. And he's not listening to me, Gen says, shaking his head. Senku's neck is craning down, bangs gliding over the surface of his phone screen. It captures his skin with a gentle glow. His brows scrunched, in that sharp, captivated way only seen when he's mid-calculation, like he's one blink away from solving all the questions of the universe. Before switching off the phone with a soft click, Senku's shoulders drop with surrender. Multitasking is possible, Gen, he says. Gen's laughter is immediate, a dry chuckle that oozes, "You're joking." Multitasking? There's no way I'd have an attention competition with your long-lost twin flame and win. Gen's palms circle the air, as if the motion can jumpstart his memory. You're hooked on, what's that robot AI thing? Star Trek, was it? Wrong. Senku's head snaps up. The incorrect name doesn't flow like the one you have. It's clumpy, an out-of-place Star Wars reference that almost feels deliberate. Stellar Track, Senku corrects, matter-of-factly. And I wasn't talking about her AI system, I was telling you about the orbital system she built. How it scans deep space anomalies before signal lag even hits. Apologetically, Gen places a hand to his own chest, over the tailored fabric of his shirt. Even on a day off, he still looks like he walked out of a luxury brand deal. My apologies, Mr. Stellatrak. Apology denied, Senku says, flatly. That apology holds no genuine intentions. If anything, it's a world-class act to get Senku's guard down. And the solution is simpler than you think, Senku adds flatly, like it's obvious. Go talk to the head of production and tell them you won't read a script full of crap. If that doesn't work, he shrugs, start a petition. They can't force him to say the things in that script. They also can't get rid of him because Gen is marketable, the face of Japan who's prone to be stolen by a better company if left idle. He can capitalize on that. The usually flamboyant magician deflates in stages. First, his back, slithering down into the seat. Then, his shoulders, slouching so deeply his fingertips almost touch the floor. Like his batteries drained just from the mere thought of having to do something. It's the same tactic manipulators use to test emotional security, feigning defeat to provoke reassurance. Or, in simpler terms, guilt-tripping. He just wants to see if Senku cares about him in his own Gen way. Senku clicks his tongue. I'll be your first signature. Every muscle in Gen's body snaps awake like an inflatable tube man. Senku lifts a single finger, clean, precise, cutting the moment short as he texts a one-handed reply. Before you explode, remember that favor I asked you for? Gen's brows scrunch together, hands still raised in half celebration. The info on the ginger guy? No, the other thing. Gen bites down on his inner cheek. The sparkly bracelet pitch? Nope. It takes a painfully long moment of Gen flicking through mental folders. Eyes darting, fingers tapping air, lips moving silently. Then his eyes light up. Ah, he gasps. Kissed by the cosmos, yeah? Bundles of paper scrunched together under Senku's grip. He's already clearing his desk, like someone who has plans. I need it, he says, blank. Gen's face contorts into a Cheshire cat-like grin. Devilish, scheming. Like the conclusion he's jumped to is far more interesting than reality. Need it, huh? What have you done? Sure, this is a chain reaction your text started. Except your brain didn't process it then. The fact that Senku Ishigami will be outside your door in a few minutes to hang out together. With every nervous step, the wooden floor creaks beneath you. Sharp, high-pitched, like it's echoing back the restless turmoil in your stomach. Your once put-together room, muddled with clothes on the floor and half-finished notes. A jersey hooks over your foot, and you wriggle it off, hands still adjusting your top. Is this too much for a hangout, or too little? And do you wear the bracelet he gave you, or give it back? The empty beds don't answer, holding space for words that don't exist yet. Amira would already be dissecting your outfit, and drone on about how it would look put together with a watch. And Kaede would be shaking the entire room with her excited hops, babbling contradictory advice that makes zero sense. Together, they're a chaos only the cosmos can hold. A familiar chaos that adds a variety of flavor to your daily. Without it, everything's bland. A repetitive void of your internal monologue. Your fingers twitch, itching for direction, for noise, for anything. Then a knock, so soft you almost miss it. Your heart leaps, a sharp thud against your ribs like it's trying to escape first. You scramble to the mirror. Be right there? You adjust your accessories perfectly, unadjust them, and then quickly regret both choices. Okay. Your knees rise, then fall as you jump in place. All you have to do is go out there and say hi. Then apologize for dragging him into your shenanigans right after apologizing for taking a whole minute to open the door. Clothes ruffle violently under your desperate, dinosaur-postured grip. Shoveling them onto your bed like this isn't efficient, but it'll keep them out of view, at least until you or the girls come back. Air gushes by as you yank the door open. It doesn't cool your skin, but it's enough to ground you, just a little. Hi? It comes out breathy, nervous, with a splash of what looks to be a wobbly smile. Pushing off the wall, that familiar cologne dances through your lungs. It has a name now, petrichor, the earthy scent born when rain hits the dry ground. According to the articles, and your experience, it acts as a sensory stabilizer, soothing the senses into a bittersweet calm. Yet, it sparks something awake in you, something exciting. He smiles, head tilting to the side with mild confusion, like he's waiting for a response. Huh? You fumble, mind set on concealing the messy room behind you. With a soft thud, the door closes, and your grin grows wider, almost pained. Did he say something, and you missed it? Like that second-hand awkward energy is being rejected, he huffs, amused. You look like you're about to give a presentation, he teases. He did not just. Here's one thing you keep forgetting. This walking brain is still just a person. You're not hanging out with the world-renowned prodigy. You're hanging out with Senku, the guy who forgets to sleep, gets too excited over Doraemon, and who offered you his spare key like it was nothing. In no universe should you be terrified of talking to this ridiculous goofball who clearly gets a kick from teasing you. There's no malice behind your finger, softly tapping at his forehead. Yeah, well, don't pretend you're not taking notes. The confidence in your voice doesn't quite match the way your eyes flick away from him. Nervous. Already memorized, Space Cadet. No notes required. He doesn't resist. Like it's part of a rehearsed script he wrote. And it's just a friendly scientific observation, he adds. You roll your eyes. Sure, buddy. And that is the end of part 20, titled... I actually forgot the title name because I didn't write it down here. But yeah, that's the end. This chapter is actually inspired by my own mistake, especially the beginning part with Gen and Senku's conversation. Because I just realized as I was going back, in some parts I say Star Trek instead of Stellar Trek, like Star Trek from Star Wars. So yeah, and for anybody who is a fan of Tsukasa or Engine from Gachi Yakuza, stay tuned because there will be some Valentine's one-shots for the month of love, February. And next chapter will be jumping straight into the action, so stay tuned and goodbye.